Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas Tech's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup this time.
There he goes! The 20. Touchdown, Red Raider! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Banks. Banks to grab. Jumped on top of the pile. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Checked out. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. And the incomplete pass would bring up 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent. So that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Floats it out in space. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Working on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Ayers. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Red Raider. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Ayers. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Might be calling a hot route. Going to the ground. Breaks into the open. Just plowing ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet. And this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A strike downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll try the run. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll go to the counter play. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Makes the grab on the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Ayers. Snags it over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And he got it, but that thing was spinning and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And the defense gets loose. goes again. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Ayers. Hauls it in. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th.
Makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Turning it on! And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. We're not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Dykes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Starts to scramble to the left. Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right...
Touchdown, Red Raider! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Kansas State pushing the pace. Back to pass, it's Banks. They get enough rush, and it pays off best sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he... the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Looking for a man, it's Banks. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job.
There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 27. $10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Scott. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
It's a draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the upright. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Finds the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
These are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
Unloads quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Mims. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the try is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Red Raiders are on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go.
Give to the single back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a... strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Ayers. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready.
Oh, he's got some space. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. He's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Toss sweep to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
defense down in this game. They just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raider. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Quinn. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't. Who picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his tight end. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the run, it's Quinn. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Turns it on at midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same.
He's got it. First down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive.
There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media.
Open field on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Hits the open man. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off to the single back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's